You must be talking about that linchpin life. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited today that you're joining me today. We have a special topic. We all care about our kids, right? And we've all been children, right? Now, what's that number one thing that you heard when you were a child? Save your money, right? That's all we ever knew. Save your money. You got that allowance. You know, I remember I said the vacuum, you know, in my house, when you vacuum, you had to make sure there were horizontal stripes in the carpet or you didn't do a good job. There's some kind of rule. I don't know where it came from. But anyway, I got my allowance only when those horizontal lines were in the carpet, okay? And I was always told, save your money. It was about, what, $5, you know, like $5 a week. They tell me to save my money. Like, don't spend it all at the candy store. You know how kids, we like to go to the candy store, right?
Whichever's the biggest.
Try a Wonka Scrumdiddlyumptious. Now that all the tickets have been found, I don't have to hide them anymore.
Well, no one ever mentioned anything to me about investing. Now, saving is awesome, right? But investing is even better. So I want to talk to you about how do you start to teach your children how to invest. All right, let's go with it. The number one thing you want to do is you want to teach them the value of investing, right? You want to give them some examples of things that they love to do. For example, my daughter loves to watch people play games. And one of the things that's very popular with that is a company called Roblox, right? So if I wanted to talk to her about stocks, I start teaching her about something that she loves to do and explain that to her and teach her that value, right? And teach her how to take some money to invest in that. And always remember this about children, right? Children aren't like us, right? We need our money. We need our money. We got bills to pay. You hear me? They knocking on the door right now. You checking the mailbox. It's bills, pay my telephone bill. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But kids, they don't care nothing about a bill, right? They don't care about the money right now. They like to have it to go get candy, but listen, if they're investing their money, they can't buy enough candy, right? To take up all that money. So when they're putting that money away, right, it's growing for them. It's setting them up for a great future. And you just got to make sure you explain those kind of things to them. Talk to them in ways they can understand it, right? If you want your kids to get interested in investing, don't start with volatility and stock prices or the advantage of mutual funds, okay? Just talk about the cartoon, right? Just tell them, did you know that Mickey makes money? You know Mickey makes money and doesn't work? Like, you got to talk to them like that, right? That's going to make sense to them. Let them know that it's a fun way to see how they can invest their money, right? You can even tell them, hey, Mickey's investing. Why don't you invest like Mickey, right? Especially if they love Disney World, right? Then you should probably give them that, right? That's the other thing. Use stories. Kids love stories. All you need to do is look at a Disney movie and you understand that, right? Take something in the Disney movie, explain it to them and how they, and use that as like, man, you like that movie a lot. You love that. You're always watching Soul. You're always watching Soul. Remember how when he went back to Earth, he realized that he didn't value the time, right? Same way with our money. Why don't we value our money like he valued the time and we can do some investing, right? We can just call it soul for investing. So when it comes to investing and thinking about your children, right? You always have to be honest with them as well, right? You got to tell them, like, even though investing is better than saving, investing isn't 100% guaranteed, right? The reason why we tell people to save is money's going to always be there, right? But when it talks about investing, you can make some bad investments. It can happen. So make sure you're honest about that part. And that's one of the reasons why you want to make sure your children pick those particular companies that they invest in. Over time, right? Kids are more connected to the future, right? I've always understood stocks that really grow, they grow because of what is expected down the road, right? How big this company is going to be in the future those stocks grow. And kids typically are more connected to what the future is going to look like than we are, right? You remember when you were young, your mom didn't even know a lot of stuff you knew about. You had to explain everything, right? Because we get out of the loop. We go to work. We try to take care of kids. We try to live our careers. Kids, they got time to scroll on Facebook and talk to their friends, and they learn things about companies that we never knew about, right? Instagram was probably popular with kids first. Facebook as well, right? Before it was with the adults, right? Look what Facebook is worth now. Over $300 a share. So think about if someone invested in Facebook when it first started. Wow. When it comes to your children, be sensitive about their learning style, right? Be super sensitive because everybody doesn't learn the same, right? So make sure you understand what's important to them, right? Some kids, like my daughter likes playing games, so I can talk about games and playing games, right? But some kids, they like sports, so you can talk about sports. Like they're big fans of LeBron James right now, right? You can use LeBron James. You can say something like, look at LeBron, like look what he's doing after he stops playing basketball. He's made a movie for you, Space Jams. That's like investing for his future when his career's over. Like they could understand that, right? Then help them start their own portfolio and let them pick the companies, right? Find out what companies they love. Like if your child loves McDonald's, then that's a place you can start. You can say, hey, you love McDonald's. Every time you want to eat McDonald's, let's make sure we invest some of your allowance into McDonald's. And then make them feel like they own it. Right? When you buy stocks, you do own a portion of the company. So when they drive by, you can say, hey, you own that. You own that just like you own your little teddy bear. You own that. Kids feel some pride with that. Last but not least, teach them to give. Teach them to give, right? Explain to them this is going to help them be able to do things with their friends, right? Your kids always like to give to their friends. Then you have to teach them that investing will allow them to do it, right? So don't be like the way we were, right? All we talked about was saving. Do what you need to do to help your children see investing as something important to them. Have them come to you sometime. Be like, hey, Dad, what you investing in? I'm investing in this. Make sense? All right, I hope that helped you. Who knows? Your kids might be better investors than you are.